Ah, nature's beauty. Welcome back. This is episode 4 of my Nature's Beauty series. Played in hardcore, as you can see by the hearts. So last time I started renovations on this castle area. It was covered in vines. It was a complete disaster mess. Had no towers. Now, as you can see, I've completed the renovation part of it, which is kind of putting the bones back in each of these towers. Here, completely stripped the vines out of the off the thing, cleaned it up, I would say. So, as we'll take a quick walk around, give you the full view around the castle area. This side has these two towers on the back, and the other side has two towers, which I made relatively symmetrical to these two, as well as the primary entrance in the middle. So my vision is, I have this little door here to sneak up from the village right now as a shortcut, but my vision is having a fairly large road going from here down to the village, and connecting probably with that stairwell going wrapping around the gardens. The other project that I did, we're going to spend most of this episode on the castle area. I'll show you what we've done there. But the other project I've done since the last one, a little bit of renovations. Oops, excuse my mouse there. Was this dungeon. These dungeons, again, this was like ruins here. So I completed the kind of more proper roof that was ruined. And rather than put a dark roof over the top of it, because I figured that would just create a pit of death down below, I left it open, but I did add some scaffolding and light. And I added a railing so nobody fell into this area by accident. And then what I'm starting to do down here is open up this dungeon area. So as you can see, these dungeons, looking at the pattern where it's on the floor, the walls and stuff, there were tons and tons of walls, and this was very tight space. I've ripped all those walls down to show you just how many spawners are down here in an area like this. I was kind of just curious for myself. And I'm just going around and making sure that I've opened up the dungeon all the way by, opening it up to 3 high and blasting through any area that still had these stone bricks on the wall. We don't want to see any more stone bricks. Once we see those gone from the walls, we know we have made this dungeon. And as you can see, they're pretty large. They feel really tight when you're down here. But one of the cool things about these dungeons and about having a mod is here in the gold, I have this diamond chest transporter. So for example, let's just take this out of the backpack for a minute. Like if I wanted to take this, I can pick that up and take it wherever I want to go with it. It gives me all those negative effects that you saw on the screen, but once I put it in my backpack like that, those negative effects would actually go away, and I could carry it around. Now, as you can see, there's a whole floor below this with more spawners, more and more and more and more that I haven't cleared out yet. Probably will clear both of these out to 3 high, and you get all sorts of good building materials from that. But then I might make, kind of a larger mine, and we can kind of think of this as a quarry area that the village had set up and found some danger and tamed. Then I might just make a collection of mob spawners in some area. But for right now, it's all lit up. It's relatively safe and contained. So the next thing I did was go inside the castle walls and renovated the center section. And in fact, I did a little video earlier, and I'll probably try to bring some of those clips in here for you to see them. All right, well, so you can see I had a version of a building here, and really what I tried to do was use some of the template that was left behind in the ruins, and I hated it, just to be honest with you. So instead, I'm playing around with what's here, and let's just pillar up here for a second. Oh, bad place to choose to pillar up. So we have a pretty regular cross shape in the center here. That was obvious from what was there. The main entrance of the castle, which I still want to do a lot of work on this tower here and on the main gate and how that works, tying into the road and other things, is going to come up, and I figure we'll have some sort of an outdoor space out here in the courtyard. On the first floor, I have a back stair up to that level from there. I feel like the first floor of this building will have a relatively straight front along this line like this, with these two wings, and a back wing. However, as we build up to the second story and third story, probably go to a kind of a more traditional rectangular shape, and then just to the center square, kind of probably over this pillar and this pillar. So I think that's a 7, it's really 9 by 9 including the pillars, but a 7 by 7 box in the middle that will go up and have a cone roof on it. At least that's my vision. So I have more like a center tower, 7 by 7 center tower that is the center of this castle area. And, you know, I think it would be appropriate for it, you know, in here, and it's kind of in the spirit of what was there, but not exactly. It's hard to tell exactly what was there. The one thing I have made a decision about is that I've ripped out all of the, pretty much, except for very few spots like this where it's just an accent block, all the terracotta that was left behind. In the renovation, I've decided that that terracotta was just decayed materials. And, you know, like in any good renovation, you rip it out and replace it. So one of the things that I'm doing for the pillars in the building is using these dark oak timbers as the primary building blocks, or the structural things, rather than regular oak logs. I think for structures like this, having the timbers that are square logs are great, but the dark oak was definitely the theme, and so I wanted to stick with it. So rather than finding a square wood type, I turned the oak logs into timbers, which works out great. All right, well, that's a little alarm telling me I got to get back to work here. So I will do that, and then I will come back and record a little bit more of this video and show you some more progress on the build. Bye for now. Hello and welcome back to Nature's Beauty, John Val 92. And just going to continue on showing you what we've done here. So I guess last I left off, just seconds ago for you, although it was like 2 days for me, I was working on the castle renovation. So I'm going to keep working on that a bit. I'm going to just make some decorative items here. Let's just go ahead and make those all into sticks. Make some paintings. Okay. All right. So, ta-da! I tore down the entire center part and rebuilt this. Basically mirrored the roof style, although the base is larger and squarer in the center. Makes it more solid, and the roof size is rotated. The size is the same, but it's rotated 90 degrees. Kind of sets it off a little bit. Let's come over here and see. So the exterior walls of this place are heavy on the dark oak, and basically right now it's all dark oak and stone, and I'm adding some design elements. But that's what it looks like. Since we last saw, I added this primary road up and around the castle area and around the gardens down there. And this entrance still to do, totally still to do. But I redesigned here. This will be a walkway up into this tower. I need to do something on this wall right here to make it more inviting. But I have an entrance over here into right now what is a bedroom area, sleeping chambers, but I don't know what it will be eventually. Kind of a back hall area back here. Exterior door out to the back steps. There are actually two doors, so you can come straight into this room. Also, if you like, either through the back hall or through that. But I was thinking this area here would be library. And I know I did all these as dark oak bookshelves. I'm wondering if I made a big mistake doing that. I might see how blending them works. I think I might actually just like regular oak bookshelves. Which simply means breaking these like this. Going into my backpack here. Grabbing some oak. Now that I have oak, I should be able to craft bookshelves. Let's see how that looks. I think that's much better. This place is too dark. As you can see, I have all dark oak, except for the interior walls, which I'm making out of these large planked rooms. So in this floor, basically you have a primary area and then end bed. I think these will definitely be sleeping areas here. And then upstairs, now we're in the tower, base room of the tower, and then tower area with a spiral stair to the roof. So I have a lot of decorating to go. See how some of this stuff works. What if I put that? Nope, not good there. Ooh, that would be good if it was... Gotta figure this out. So I want it to be a 3x3, so I'm going to do this. If I go here, here, like that, I think I will get 2x2s, and I don't know if there actually are any 3x3 paintings anymore. So that's a stair block there, so maybe that's actually keeping it. Is that a stair block? It shouldn't be, actually. Huh. Let me see something. I haven't played around with painting mechanics often enough. Well, actually, you know what? That's pretty good, because this is where the guys will come. Tower guards will be hanging out. But we can do, you know, a little bit more design work here and there. That's good. I like putting the paintings up first, and then we'll design around them later. Come on. There we go. Yeah, on this side, maybe there. That's better for a bedroom area. And on this side, how about there? Yeah, flower pot will work. Okay. All right. Yeah, so I need to go make many, many more of those bookshelves. In fact, I might make a regular axe just to hack up these dark oak bookshelves. Let me see. Do I have another axe in here? I have a whole tree axe, but that won't break bookshelves any more efficiently than a regular axe. So no. And this one is silk touch, so I do not want to use it. All right. So the last piece was what to do about this area here. So I think one thing is to do something like this, and actually let's try. Oh yeah, I'd have to do 3 high. So no, we'll leave. Let's see. We'll leave it like that. Like that. No. Placing blocks terribly. There we go. So that definitely sets you off to go one direction or the other. Maybe some lighting. Let me see. So we could just do this in the center. Something like that, so it kind of looks like a seating area. You can come up here and hang out on the bench. Yeah, I'll play around with that. Just torches for now. Maybe even come up and put like a plant here or something. That might be good. Alright, and the other thing I wanted to experiment with was with some of these framed stairs. I have, so like this is flat on this side because it's got no indent, so normally I would put a block, but I want it to match, so I can use these framed blocks like this, and I can get this texture because they don't have this texture in a stair block, but you can do that to create one. Yeah, that's better. It gives these walls a little bit of texture that they otherwise would not have. And again here. There we go. And again here. All right. So, you'll have to tell me what you think about this renovation project. Lots of interior design to go, and I am terrible at that. But here's a tower. Let's go outside, take a look at it, jump right off the top there as the sun's setting. Have another look at it from out here. And then let's take the road back to town. Again, I love these feral lanterns. They give so much light over a wide area. If you're doing like a town like this, having those scattered around just gives you this wide area lighting that's really, really useful. So now we have town here, and we have a castle area overlooking town, completely renovated, looks up to date from the outside at least, with a lighted road up to it. And this village, which, you know, when I first moved in, didn't even have this wonderful structure here. Certainly didn't have any lighting and did not have this castle. So I feel like we're starting to make some progress here. This village is really starting to shape up. And, you know, maybe it'll even be some time in the near future to start branching out and seeing if there aren't some other parts of this world we need to go and fix up. Oh, by the way, I love this. It's like my little water barrel and chains. You can't see the pulleys, but yeah. All right, well, thanks for watching. Hope you give me some ideas, and I'll see you in the next video.